Hello my dearest friends, welcome back to my channel, Diana and the Book Hunt. I'm so happy that it's summer already because I've definitely been in a very summery mood, and because I'm not going on a holiday anytime soon, I've definitely been escaping my reality in very much summery reads. So I have a list of books that I'm going to recommend to you, my summer romance recommendation video, as you will, where I'm going to talk about a lot of books that you'll probably see going around everywhere because they're quite popular at this moment. They're mostly new releases, but I think that should be a sign that you should definitely be picking those books up because they're quite popular and for a good reason. So a couple of those are on my list as well, but I also have a couple of books that I haven't really heard very many people talk about, so I really hope that you're going to add those to your TBR as well. So without further ado, let's just get into the summery vibe with all the summer recommendations that I have for you. The first one is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is going to end up in my top reads of the year, so it's no surprise that it's on this list. This book is exactly as the title says, one that you should pick up this summer. So as soon as possible, run to the store to pick it up because it's just so good. It centers on a hero and heroine who meet in a bit of an unconventional way through the internet, through Reddit specifically. And the two of them strike up a deal to meet up because the two of them live in different locations, and they're going to try to cancel out a curse that they two believe they both share. So the two of them have this summer romance going on where both of them do know that there is kind of like an end date to it, but the two of them definitely develop feelings, and a lot of different things are going on in both their lives that definitely influence their relationship as well. So I have to say there's so much goodness within this book that you should definitely look out for. So there is a hero who is the absolute best. He is such a romantic, and I really have been missing romance within books, and this one has an abundance of it. There is some humor, there is emotional scenes, there is a lot of found family aspects within this book. So this one is a definite must for this summer. Another book that has a very different kind of vibe but is definitely worth it is Savor by Tarah Dewitt. This one is also set in summer but in a small town where the heroine is absolutely in love with her small town. And then we've got a hero who has become the guardian for his niece. He actually lives in the big city and he's a professional chef, but he has had some troubles with his work and he's looking to get away for the summer. So he takes this trip with his niece to this small town. He's going to be staying there while he's working on this project for his job. The two of them are definitely opposites. She's very sunshiny. He's not so much of a grump as he is reluctant. And the two of them have the best kind of relationship. I really love this book. It has all the goodness that a small town can offer throughout the summer period and all the small town shenanigans as well. I absolutely love this one and I would definitely recommend it. The next one is another new release by the author duo Christina. This is The Paradise Problem, and it's a marriage of convenience, destination wedding romance. This one I had so much fun with. It's a must for this summer because it's funny, it's sexy, it's a bit awkward as well. We've got our hero and heroine who actually married when they were in college. It was a marriage of convenience where the two of them could share housing while they were in college, and they actually didn't have any kind of relationship together. They were not friends, they were not roommates, they were living in the same house, but they barely saw each other. And the two of them parted ways whenever they graduated college, but they actually didn't get a divorce. Now, present times, the hero, he is actually part of this very wealthy family, and he actually will get an inheritance if he is married for a certain amount of time. And he figures out that he needs to present his wife to his family so that they can see that he has been married for 5 years, otherwise he cannot get his inheritance. And they actually want to meet her at his sister's destination wedding. So he needs to go and beg for his life that his wife goes on this destination wedding with him. And that is where all the goodness, awkwardness, funniness, and sexiness starts with this book. I really highly enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it for a summer read this year. I don't know about yourselves, but I think that summertime is the best time to pick up a road trip romance, and the one that I'm going to recommend next is one that I highly enjoyed. It's You with a View by Jessica Joyce. This one stars our hero and heroine who actually don't like each other very much. They used to be at the same high school, and in present day, our heroine has recently lost her grandmother with whom she shared a very special bond. She finds these letters that were addressed to her grandmother, and she's trying to find out who wrote them. They were love letters. It was not her grandfather, so she posted a TikTok that becomes viral, and she's hoping to find the person who was behind those letters. She finds out that the person is actually the grandfather of the hero. The three of them meet, and then they decide to go on this road trip together because of certain sentiments that her grandmother and his grandfather had when they were young. So essentially in this story, we've got a road trip, we've got a romance between the hero and heroine, but we also have a romance between the grandmother and grandfather respectively. So it's a story that is very layered and very much impactful, and there were fun moments and emotional moments and romantic moments. So I really highly enjoyed this one, and I would definitely recommend that this is summer read. Another road trip romance that I would definitely recommend for the summer is Here We Go Again by Alison and Chochrun. This actually is a sapphic romance between two ladies who also were rivals when they were in high school, but the thing that brings them together is something very different. The two of them share a very special bond to their high school teacher. They're very close to him, and he currently is sick, and he very much wants to go on a road trip to get to this very special cabin that he owns. He convinces the two of them to go on this road trip together with him as his dying wish. So this one is very emotional, it's very sexy, it has issues that need to be uncovered and dealt with within it, and I really highly enjoyed it. I think again that road trip romances are ones that are very underrated and should definitely be picked up around summertime, so this one is worth it as well. The next one is a very popular new release, and I definitely think that a lot of people will be picking this up around the summertime. It's Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I think that you won't go wrong with any of her books around the summertime. All of them are worth it, and all of them I think are set around summertime, so you won't go wrong with any of the books that she's written. But because this one is the latest release, I think it's a very good one to pick up this summer specifically. Funny Story centers on a hero and heroine who both were in committed relationships, and the two partners of our hero and heroine have broken up with them and have gotten together. So essentially both of them are in the same predicament, and the two of them decide that for financial reasons they're going to share an apartment. So the two of them have become roommates. So we've got an emotional kind of setting at the start of the book, but at the same time, because of their forced proximity, because of their predicament, there are a lot of awkward situations that lead to funny moments. There were a lot of emotional moments as well, but there was a lot of camaraderie and a lot of friendship where their relationship started to bloom from that point. And also the setting of the book really is reminding me of exactly the kind of summery romance that I want to pick up. The hero works at this winery place, so it's one that really very much reminds me of like a summer in Napa or a summer in Tuscany or a summer in France, where you have this wine setting kind of situation. I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely gave me summery vibes. And also the romance, which is very much strangers to friends to lovers, and also the two of them having this very awkward kind of situation at the start of the book. I would highly recommend it. I know that not everyone is the biggest fan of Emily Henry's because she is so hyped up, but for me, I think this was a very special romance. The next book I'm going to recommend is one that is not very popular. It's Mickey Chambers Shakes It Up by Charish Reid. This one centers on a heroine who is a university teacher, and she needs to have like a second job because throughout the summer she needs to kind of supplement her income, and she starts working at this bar where the hero is actually the bar owner. The two of them have this bickering kind of tension-filled relationship, especially because she's also having this summer writing course, and it turns out that he's also one of her students. So this is a boss-employee relationship, but also student-teacher at the same time, which is absolutely great. The heroine is someone who doesn't take any crap from anyone. She definitely is very outspoken, and the hero is very kind of grumpy, at the same time very kind of alpha. I absolutely ate this book up. I really loved it. It's a quick read. I would definitely recommend it. The next book I also haven't heard very many people talk about. It's a recent release called Attached at the Hip. This one is very interesting because it features a reality TV aspect to it. We've got Survivor meets The Bachelor kind of situation. The heroine is an influencer who is part of this sister duo that does acrobatics on like TikTok and Instagram, and she has a point to prove to her family, so she subscribes herself to this reality TV format. And no one believes that she's going to go, but she kind of defies all odds and goes there and is kicking butts there. Honestly, I really enjoyed this story. It has a lot of goodness to it if you like reality TV. It is also one that features a lot of fun moments, a lot of adrenaline filled moments, some romantic moments, some found family aspects to it. It was a quick, fun summary read. I really highly enjoyed it and I would recommend it. The next book is by Olivia Hayle. It's called How to Honeymoon Alone. This one features a heroine who broke up with her fiance just before her wedding. And she had this honeymoon planned where it's non-refundable, and she decides to just go for it because she doesn't want to lose out on this great vacation that she had planned, even though she's not going with him. She does have obviously a lot of issues to work through because of the way that they left things off. And she goes to this island, this very much beachy resort kind of place where everyone who is there is a couple. So all the kinds of activities that you can find in this resort are all couple related. And then the hero is someone who is a workaholic. He has went on this vacation for certain reasons of his own as well. And the two of them strike up a deal that they're going to pretend to be a couple so that they can go on these activities together, so everyone doesn't bother them, because you know, when you go on your own, everyone is like, oh, why are you here by yourself? They don't want the pity glances essentially. So the two of them pretend to be a couple, and they're very much opposites of each other. So there's a lot of interesting conversations in this one. There's a lot of bickering as well, and I really highly enjoyed it. It was a very different kind of romance and definitely worth it to pick up in the summer. The next two books also feature a destination wedding in like a hot beachy location, so they're both definitely similar in that respect. The first one is a novella called Take a Chance by Miyeko. This one features a heroine who goes to, I think it was Mexico, and she sees there one of her classmates from way back when. He's there for a destination wedding of one of his family members, and he invites her over to partake in the kind of festivities for the wedding. This one is a very short read. It's like 80 pages or so. So if you're in the mood for a quick, fun summary read, this one is definitely worth it. And then another one that is similar to this one, but it's a full-length novel, is Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. This one features a destination wedding. The heroine, her sister, is getting married to her ex. So there is kind of a lot of drama involving this kind of situation. And the heroine has a romance with one of the groomsmen. The hero is absolutely obsessed with the heroine, and he has always had a thing for her, but because she was in a relationship with the person who is now going to be the groom, he never kind of stood a chance at that point in time. But now he has free reign to pursue her, and he's absolutely obsessed with her. This one was such a fun, engaging, drama-filled read. I really highly enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. The last book I'm going to recommend is another novella that is a quick, hot, spicy, summery goodness that you can definitely pick up and enjoy this summer. It's called Silver Fox by Kayla Grosse. This one features an age gap relationship, and it's also a best friend's daughter relationship as well. We've got the hero and heroine who both go to this vacation house at the same time. And both of them didn't know that that person is going to be there, because essentially the hero, his best friend, is like, go to my house because you need a break. And then the heroine's mother is like, go take a vacation to this family house that we have because you need a break as well. But the two of them didn't communicate with each other that they're sending their respective people to the house. So it's a very fun setup, especially because there is a forbidden aspect to it, and there is a lot of spicy goodness to this book. Again, it's a novella, so it's a quick summary, hot read, everything that you would need for this summer if you enjoy that type of thing. So I would definitely recommend this one as well. So my friends, these were all the summary reads that I wanted to recommend to you. Happy summer to everyone. Please leave your recommendations for summer reads below in the comments for me as well. I'm very much in a summery mood. I've been mentioning this all over, so please give me all the goodness that I can pick up this summer. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Happy reading. Take care, and bye-bye.